King Series Episode 8. My name is Nahabe Charity. I love to groom leaders, take up spaces in the marketplace, as well as with those cultures in those spaces. So today we're going to look at Episode 8. It's very interesting. If you love battle movies, this is the episode for you. King Saul goes to battle against his enemy, the Philistines. He had 3,000 men. 2,000 men stayed with him, and then he gave 1,000 to his son in a different region. Before we delve any further, let's first understand that concept. What makes King Saul a good leader in this regard is that he allowed his son to be a part of the army. As leaders, as we are growing our businesses, as we are growing our companies, it's very good for us to think about our legacy. After we leave this earth, what happens to our businesses, to our visions? It is key for us to inculcate the vision and the values we want to see in our businesses, in our children, so that while we are long gone, our names, our legacy, and what we have done will go on and go on in generation upon generation. And we've seen some examples in this country of companies that have actually gone on for years and generations, but also have companies that have actually started and along the way have dropped dead because the vision bearer just is also passed away, so the business also just got done. So we need to refrain from that and be able to train our sons, our daughters to love what we do, to have the passion, but we also have to be able to extend that which we want to see in generations. So we have to think generation. So let's continue the story. So what happened when Jonathan attacked the garrison of the enemy? And so King Saul got panic when he heard about that. He blew the trumpet, summoning men of Israel to come and join him against the enemy, who are the Philistines. I see this as a lack of planning and a lack of strategy. They should have known how big or how strong their enemy was, how prepared he was, because the Philistines came with 30,000, chariots, with 6,000 horsemen, with numerous soldiers against the Israelites. That's a huge number. In business, you're going to have opponents, you're going to have competitors. So even as you're doing strategies, think about your opponent. If you, let's say, throw a stone or the strategy at someone, at your opponent, how then would they react? Many companies, of course, every business will have opponents. But when you get the wrong strategy, or when you don't get to understand how strong, your opponent is, and then get to know what to do, and then also get to understand who are my competitors. Because sometimes you will think it's only one range of people when you actually have many, many more competitors. But when the strategy comes out, it is actually pushed down. And we've seen many companies lose out on good strategies because they didn't plan it out well. They didn't take time to understand, if I push out these strategies, how do I think my competitor will then counteract what I have done? And so we see King Saul panicking. And in his panic, he began to call all the men of Israel to come and join him. We're not even sure how prepared the men were. We're not even sure how strong they were. And yet he had some men earlier, but he had sent them away. So before you go into any strategy, understand, how strong is your competitor? Are you ready for the match? If you know it's not going to help you in the long run, put it on the side, see how it goes, or probably maybe do it piecemeal. Probably maybe say, let me try and maybe strike at a point and see what happens. If there's no response, then maybe I can maybe put in another strategy, or maybe even to continue it further. But many of us go full sail, full blast, and then we are attacked, and then some actually close up business. So I encourage us to be very wise in our planning as leaders, to be able to combat, our enemies. They're not actual enemies. They're just because actually, I believe competition is good. In any business, you need to have competitors, but then you need to also match your strength accordingly. Don't go running after small enemies or small competitors when you have one who is actually, facing you and who is huge and who can actually affect your profits, your company in a huge way if you make a wrong strategy. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you in episode 9.